Hello guys, I'm Shahizad from channel Jack Zero Stock. As you can see, I now verse in English because, well, my friend suggested that I talk in English instead of Malay because he said that I sound a bit awkward in Malay. Well, it has been so long that I haven't been practicing my English, so forgive me for my fake accents, mistakes and grammar all in there. But if you do enjoy my videos in English, please do comments on my video and don't forget to share and subscribe. For this video in episode 3, I'll be talking about something that I have been planning to tell you about in quite some time. So today I'll be talking about pathways for those medical graduates in Malaysia. So what are the choices that actually they have, or any other alternatives that they have despite being a medical doctor, or from the medical doctor itself, can they work somewhere else other than in KKM service? So of course, first I'll be mentioning about the most conventional way in which the more common way that we usually take our pathway of being a doctor in Malaysia, in which when you graduate with medical degree and then you apply for jobs as doctors in Malaysia or pegawai perubatan in Malaysia, that you actually need to be posted as pegawai perubatan siswaza or houseman in selected hospitals and hospital universities. Those harsh 2 years of training, and then you will be posted again in any other hospitals as medical officer with full registration, and then after sometimes maybe you will take examination for the master, or maybe through parallel pathway to be a specialist. So this pathway usually is the most common way that people took, and the most common pathway that we know. So if you're planning to be a specialist, I suggest you to stay in KKM. But we all understand with the current contract service situation, there might not have been a better way, but I think the government is working hard to improve the current system. In future, I think the contract doctors will be given an equal chance with the other permanent position, so that they can pursue the study as a specialist, because this is something that is very important for the sake of the healthcare system in Malaysia. So number 2, there are also some medical officers that actually they are not quite interested in pursuing the study and become that we call as a chronic MO. Don't plan to study further for the specialist until the end of their service. The third option, then maybe you are planning to stay in the government, but then you doesn't have any more interest in servicing KKM, or maybe you have already lost interest in the working environment in KKM, for example. Actually, there are a lot of options available, but the most common way is under the Higher Education Ministry, in which under the Higher Education Ministry, many university hospitals and also universities that actually offer a job as medical officers. And in hospital universities, they also give you the chance to pursue your study as a specialist. For the past 5 years since the contract system established, implemented, every year there are so many job offers from the hospital universities. These hospital universities also give you a permanent position at their place, which is more secured than the one promising at KKM. Under the Higher Education Ministry, there are also universities that has health center that we call as Pusat Kesihatan University. This health center, they actually has a position as a medical officers, in which you actually treating those students and also staff from the university only. So your scope is smaller, but then you're able to focus more on your own patient, on your own student and staff. You're involving with the university programs and maybe like sports, hiking and all that. But the position offered at a health center in the university is not that wide, so there are only few position available, and the positions are only available when there are seats available at the position. The fourth choice, maybe after you have finished your compulsory service with the KKM, maybe you are more interested in to be in part of the private sector. And as all we know, the private sector give you more promising pay and bigger pay with more privilege, and the healthcare systems is mostly better, with the equipment is more advanced. Well, mostly you are treating patients who are capable of paying more expensive treatment. There are many jobs available both in private hospitals and also private clinics. In private hospitals, usually they're for specialists and also consultants, but there are also jobs for medical officers that they can be placed in emergency department of the private hospital. There are also private clinics. There are so many private clinics established in Malaysia, and well, you can either join the private clinic that are already established, or you can set up a new one, roughly around 200 to 300,000 ringgit.
What?
Included with the shop rent, equipments, and also medications and all that. Number 5, there are also occupational health doctor. This is rather not a new thing in Malaysia. Maybe already well known to some, but maybe some of you are not well known with this job. Occupational health doctor, practically they give services to workers of an industry. To be occupational health doctor, you need to pursue your study and have the certain certificate that recognize you as occupational health doctor. If you search in the internet, there are many available positions as occupational health doctor. The income of occupational health doctors vary according to the hiring company. Number 6, we also have esthetician. These aesthetics doctors usually need to have LCP. LCP stands for the Professional Diploma in Aesthetic Medicine. It is actually a dual international certification program for registered Malaysian medical doctors and dentists who want to start a career in aesthetic medicine. Other than that, there are also a few jobs that actually does not require you to finish your housemanship, your compulsory services. For example, as underwriting officer or medical advisor, for example, at the insurance company, in which these officers actually responsible verify the claims of the patients they send to the insurance company, so that the insurance company can be sure that these claims are legit. There are few other available positions other than underwriting officer, which require medical degree. Other than that, you can be a medical researcher. Medical researchers or scientists are for those who are not interested in clinically engaging with patient. And their salary goes ranging from 6,000 and maybe goes up to 20,000, depend on the years of experience. And last, be a lecturer, in which are suitable for those who are like to engage in both educational and also medicine. Point that I want to make here is that it's not that I suggest you to seek other jobs other than being a doctor in Malaysia, but with the current contract and healthcare system in Malaysia, it does not promise you an easy job and promising permanent job in the future, unless there is some radical changes that being made. But I don't think in the close time there will be any great news for those contract officers. But I do hope the current healthcare system in Malaysia is being reorganized so that we have better future. I do hope you enjoy my video, and if you do like this video, don't forget to leave the comment below, and please do share and subscribe. Thank you guys. Ciao.